Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about some NFL news. So, we're going to talk about some stuff here. So, an update. The Bears, the hashtag Bears, they have signed back quarterback Nathan Peterman to the active roster. Running back Khalil Herbert and wide receiver Anquamius St. Brown were placed on injured reserve. We talked about a few days ago where Khalil Herbert would probably be on injured reserve for a few weeks after his ankle injury he suffered. So, they're on injured reserve, and Nathan Peterman's back on the active roster.
Nobody!
I don't think anybody wants to see Nathan Peterman playing again. But I figured this was coming. I think Roschon Johnson might be out too this week. But maybe when he comes back, maybe him and Donta Foreman can get a boost in the weeks to come. Who knows? He's not playing this week, but he could be a lead back moving forward while Khalil Herbert's out with the injury. So some injuries for week 6, some players that are notables that are out. So hashtag Browns QB Deshaun Watson is officially out. PJ Walker is going to start in place. Eagles cornerback Darius Slay. Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter. Patriots wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster. Patriots Demario Douglas. And Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs are all out. David Montgomery will carry the load for the Lions. So PJ Walker is a 36 different quarterback, or different Browns starting QB since 1999. Man, that's insane. Deshaun Watson out again with that shoulder injury. So a lot of key injuries here to the Eagles and the Browns. Their quarterback being out, 2 Patriots receivers being out, and all that's gonna matter anyways. But yeah, those are some little bit of injury updates. An update. So the NFL has fined 49ers tight end George Kittle $13,699 for his Fuck Dallas shirt that he wore during the Cowboys game. Per JFL ESPN, he wore it under his jersey, and after a touchdown, he raised up a jersey that said the Fuck Dallas shirt. I think it's kind of soft from the NFL, but like I say, I wasn't surprised this happened because they were probably going to fine him. I don't think they should, but I wasn't surprised because it's a no fun league. You can't have fun in the NFL. I mean, I don't really have a problem with it, but I guess the NFL does. But honestly, it's worth it. But they didn't even take long. That's a fine worth paying. Like, how did they come up with these fines? Like, $13,699. Why not at $14,000? That's just weird number fines. Or 13,700, I mean. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't think you should have been fined, but it's the NFL. You can't have fun. So, a video on Instagram Live, a Lions safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who's currently on injured reserve after suffering a torn pectoral injury, says he'll be back for the playoffs. They're currently 4-1. He says he's going to be back for the playoffs. So, he basically said, I'll be back in the playoffs. So that's big for the Lions when they make the playoffs and they get C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. So I didn't think he'd come back at all. So an update. Panthers running back Miles Sanders and safety Von Bell are out for the hashtag Dolphins game on week 6. It just keeps getting somehow worse and worse. Well, Von Bell being out, yeah, not Miles Sanders. And the Panthers are going to get destroyed anyways. So Shannon Sharp talked about Brock Purdy, 49ers quarterback. He said, hashtag 49ers Brock Purdy played well all season with 11 total touchdowns and 0 interceptions, but according to Shannon Sharp, quote, he's not an elite quarterback, he's a product of the system. While Kyle Shanahan helps, I think it's pretty clear Purdy's a good QB regardless. At least, in my opinion, he's basically saying he's not an elite quarterback. Nobody's saying he's an elite quarterback. Nobody's saying he's an elite quarterback. But to say he's just part of the system, you can say that about any quarterback. You can say that about any quarterback in the league, you say, oh, it's just a part of the system. To have 11 touchdowns and no interceptions through the year so far is pretty good. Or it's pretty good, no pun intended. Nobody's saying he's an elite quarterback. He's a good quarterback in a good system. But that's honestly just my take on it. Because he's a good quarterback regardless. So, some breaking news. Earlier today, Giants QB Daniel Jones is out for the #Bills game officially. So, Daniel Jones will not be playing. Wait to see Tyrod Taylor will face off against his old team in primetime. Giants have also ruled out Andrew Thomas as well in this game as well. Well, they're only going to score like 3 points instead of 6 points. Like, Falcons running back / wide receiver Cordell Patterson is a name to keep in mind as we're getting closer to the trade deadline. Patterson has only played 6 total snaps of offense this season. With the emergence of Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, how do you say his last name? Not part of the nerd community, has been a solid backup as well. Patterson is a versatile weapon and a top returner. Some teams should give him a shot. He was injured earlier this year, but he played the past 2 games despite that he's simply just not getting used by the team. That probably sucked when they drafted Bijan, at least for him, because he probably knew he wasn't going to see the field again. But I think he's a good, solid player. But maybe he'll stay there. Maybe he's just hurt. Maybe he's just not getting used because he was injured. Honestly, I don't think it's because the emergence of Bijan. He's still a good player. He's just injured. He was just injured. So I don't know. So trending. Broncos coach Sean Payton said for the 19-8 loss to the #Chiefs, to win our league, you've got to be better throwing the ball. Wilson, who only had 95 passing yards and threw 2 interceptions, said, obviously 2 turnovers by me are unacceptable. They can't happen. Well, then maybe call more pass plays. He only threw it like 22 times throughout the whole game. Of course, there was a shot at Russell Wilson. But there are the receivers that bad routes couldn't get open. And I guess Sean Payton just ain't a good coach anymore. And the receivers just aren't getting open for Wilson either. The NFL announced that the Sports Coalition has expanded to 37 member organizations with additional support for CPR instruction. I can't talk. Nina Hamlin, Bill's safety, Damar Hamlin's mother, will serve as the honorary chairwoman of the Coalition's Ambassadors Advisory Council. So, yeah, there's that. Update. Patriots quarterback / wide receiver Malik Cunningham is, quote, definitely trending towards getting a chance to see game action per Bill Belichick. Quote, he's a smart kid. He works hard. The opportunities he's had, he's shown a lot of improvement doing them. Good. I mean, maybe he'll be the quarterback. I don't know. But I think he'll be way better than Mac Jones if they give him the chance to go out there and play. So, we talked about yesterday, the Broncos are parting ways with defensive end linebacker / linebacker Frank Clark. It was official today per Tom Pelissero and Rap Sheet. In Rappaport, the Broncos are cutting linebacker / defensive end Frank Clark. So maybe he could go back to the Chiefs. Would make a lot of sense. So, Sean Payton, before the halftime last night, he made a really bad mistake. He called a timeout before the half, and he admits he made a bonehead mistake. The timeout gave the Chiefs a chance to attempt a 60-yard field goal, which they made. He said it was a boneheaded mistake by me. And he drew Brees Merchant. Drew Brees Merchant. Turning into a bonehead season for Sean Payton. Pretty much. So, before the Broncos game last night, Thursday, Steve Smith basically killed Broncos Jerry Jeudy on the pregame kickoff. He said, listen to the end of the clip. It basically said, you're an average wide receiver. Don't trade for Jerry Jeudy. So it's a following report saying, they could get traded. And he's basically saying, don't trade for Jerry Jeudy because he's mentally unable to handle criticism. He's a tier 3 wide receiver. Stuff like that. And then he responded by making loud noises to interpret Steve live on the air. Seems like he got in his head. So yeah, he kind of ended Jerry Jeudy right there. And he finished the game with 3 catches for 14 yards. But yeah, he was awful, man. I just don't think Jerry Jeudy's just not good in the NFL. Kind of a bust. Steve Smith kind of ended him right there.
And the ball is out. The floater caught.
But that's honestly my thoughts.